Have you seen what the UK Defence Intelligence has revealed about the Oreshnik missile and its use against Ukraine? These findings are not just an ordinary report, they have triggered a wave of panic and concern that is spreading rapidly. The situation continues to evolve, and what is revealed next could change many things. So, keep your eyes on the story. The cold of the night on January 8, 2025, was not merely a freezing temperature across the lands of Eastern Europe, but a chilling silence before the horizon shattered with flashes of light that redefined modern air supremacy. In the midst of the darkness, Ukraine and its allies were once again forced to witness that Russian military doctrine is not mere rhetoric, but the manifestation of engineering marvels beyond the reach of Western defense logic. At that moment, the UK Defence Intelligence may have been busy scanning satellite data, yet they realized too late that a devastating strategic message was already streaking through the sky at a speed exceeding the capabilities of NATO's most advanced interceptors. This is the story of Oreshnik, the hazel tree that sowed extraordinary seeds of fear. Tensions reached their peak when metal debris, still carrying residual heat from atmospheric friction, was discovered in Lviv, a city that serves as a vital logistics hub in western Ukraine, just a stone's throw from the Polish border. The choice of this target was no coincidence. By selecting Lviv, Moscow sent seismic tremors straight to NATO doorstep. It was a warning etched in fire, a demonstration that distance no longer offers protection, and that the Western alliance is merely a passive spectator to an unstoppable display of power. The world still remembers how, in November 20, 2024, the Oreshnik prototype struck Dnipro with astonishing precision. Yet the January 20, 2025 attack made one thing clear: the experimental phase is over. Oreshnik has now fully emerged as an apex predator in the global weapons food chain. Imagine a projectile launched from Kapustin Yar in Astrakhan Oblast, covering a distance of roughly 1,622 kilometers in a matter of minutes. A speed of 12,000 kilometers per hour is not just a figure on paper. It is hypersonic velocity that transforms the air around the missile into plasma, creating a natural shield that blinds enemy radar. As the missile pierces the stratosphere, it carries multiple independently targetable, re-entry vehicle technology, a ballistic masterpiece that allows a single missile to release a rain of warheads, each with its own designated target. Under the skies of Lviv, those who witnessed the strike did not see a single explosion, but a sequence of cascading impacts that annihilated energy facilities and strategic infrastructure with terrifying efficiency. Although Zelensky attempted to downplay the impact by referring to it as a massive infrastructure attack, the reality on the ground told a different story. 13 ballistic missiles, including Oreshnik, combined with 22 Kaliber cruise missiles launched from the Black Sea and 242 drones, created a symphony of destruction that no air defense system could fully contain. The British Defence Intelligence, in its effort to understand this phenomenon, has linked Oreshnik to the evolution of the Rubej RS-26 ballistic missile. History records that Russia began testing the technological foundations of this system as early as 2011. But what has emerged today is a far more lethal entity. The use of Oreshnik is not merely about explosive power, it is about delivering a strategic message. Moscow will not remain silent when its pride and sovereignty are challenged. This strike is presented as a direct response to a provocative action that Russia claims occurred on December 29, 2025, when one of President Putin's residences was targeted. In the Russian military lexicon, every act of aggression is met with multiplied force, and Oreshnik is the most advanced instrument of justice. It is proof that Russia has not merely joined the hypersonic arms race, but has won it long before its adversaries realized the finish line had already been crossed. The panic sweeping across Europe is not without reason. This missile has a range of up to 5,500 kilometers, meaning that every capital city on the European continent lies within its effective reach. With the capability to carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, Oreshnik provides the Kremlin with a terrifying degree of strategic flexibility. Before this devastating strike occurred, the Russian military had already showcased the presence of Oreshnik units in Belarus, displaying massive transporter-erector launcher vehicles moving gracefully yet menacingly across snowy terrain. The video was not merely propaganda, but an announcement that Russia possesses absolute operational readiness. While the West continues to debate budgets and bureaucracy, Russia has already integrated weapons of the future into today's battlefield. British intelligence has attempted to rationalize the use of Oreshnik by arguing that the missile is far more expensive than other Russian weapons. They seek to construct a narrative that deploying such a costly weapon is a sign of desperation or wastefulness. However, to genuine military analysts, cost-based arguments are a diversion from very real fear. In modern warfare, the value of a weapon is not measured by its production price, but by its ability to reshape the political landscape and break the enemy's will without resistance. Whatever its cost, Oreshnik has proven that NATO missile defense systems, worth billions of dollars, are now little more than expensive scrap in the face of Russian hypersonic speed. Britain's questions about how many Oreshnik units Russia actually possesses reflect deep anxiety. They fear that what they are seeing is only the tip of the iceberg, and that Russia's arsenals still conceal many more surprises waiting to be unleashed. The movement of Oreshnik across the skies of Ukraine marks a new chapter in military history. This is an era in which Russia's technological supremacy can no longer be dismissed with outdated narratives. When the debris of Oreshnik is collected and studied in Lviv, Western scientists may come to a painful realization. They are examining technology that is decades more advanced than their own. Russia has demonstrated its ability to strike with surgical precision anywhere, at any time, and through even the most sophisticated air defense systems. Ultimately, the January 8th, 2025 attack will be remembered not merely as a military operation, but as a turning point at which the global balance of power permanently shifted. Oreshnik is not just a missile, it is a symbol of a resurgent and resolute military power, unafraid to deploy the most radical innovations to protect its interests. While the world continues to speculate and foreign intelligence agencies keep counting the remaining units, Russia remains calm, with its finger on the trigger of unmatched technology. The silence after the Oreshnik explosion is the loudest message of all. Never underestimate the bear that has mastered hypersonic fire. The presence of Oreshnik has answered the world's question about who truly controls the skies over Europe, and for those who dare to challenge it, the shadow of this missile will haunt every future strategic move. This is the new reality that must be accepted, one in which Russian military science once again stands firmly at the pinnacle of the world. That's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.